camera doesn't fall. Hello, we are live. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to everyone. I'm Zelda Kelly, and this is my good friend and sister, Psychic Angel Ann. So we're going to wait for just a second for people to come in, and here we are. We're ready.
We're ready and we're live and we're so excited and we are
That's right.
here for you.
I just got the notification on my phone, so we are live. Yay. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Come on in. Take a look. Welcome.
Oh.
Hi, Sherry. How are you, my darling?
Hi, Sherry.
Welcome. Welcome. We're going to wait a couple of minutes and we're going to let some folks come in. And Angel Ann is very early in the morning. She needs breakfast. And I'm very late in the evening and I need breakfast. So there we are.
I'm cheating. My coffee.
Oh, good. Well, I've got some water beside me, so I should have made some coffee. I am doing well. Good, Sherry. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So we're ready. We don't have a specific topic for today. We just wanted to come in and say hello. And my glasses are glaring, but I can't help it. I need to use them. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. So
it's just the way it is. So how are things where you're at, beautiful lady?
Thank you. Thank you. Things are wonderful. The weather has been really weird. I wake up in the morning and it's raining and going crazy, and then next thing you know, it's sunny and hot and everything else. So, I mean, it's just, we go minute by minute. But how are things with you?
It's nice. We had Easter here, so, celebrating Easter twice.
That's good for you. Lots of good food.
That's wonderful. So today, actually, I said we had Easter. Today is actually the day because it's 6 a.m. in the morning for me here in Greece.
So it is Saturday where I am, and
yeah,
and everyone else, and then it is Sunday for you. So you really are my future, Anne.
I am.
Future. You are. What a wonderful way to be. There you go.
It is wonderful, and I think we had 19 degrees Celsius yesterday.
Oh,
I'm going
wow!
to see if I can have a look here, what we have right now, and of course it's early morning. We have 15. That's nice. That's wonderful.
I have 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's still very nice. Still very nice. Let me see what that is on the Celsius scale. And that is 19. So it's 19 degrees here. So that means 67. So very good, very good. We've got some people coming in. We're happy to have you here with us. This is our first official live broadcast here with all of you. Things are going to get much better as we grow, obviously. Tonight, we don't have a particular subject. We're just going to be talking. And we're going to talk about spiritual things. We're going to talk about paranormal. We're going to do a little bit of card reading here and there. And we're just going to go with the flow tonight and introduce ourselves and say hello. We did have a Saturday in the daytime for me, in the evening for Anne at 3 p.m. Eastern was our Blog Talk Radio. Now, it was purely radio, audio only, was not the video. So this is new for us, brand new, and we're getting used to it. I'm getting used to it. You're used to seeing my hands doing psychic stuff, and now I'm just getting used to it. So there we are. There we are. Wonderful. So tell me something. I'm sorry. You were going to say something, Anne. What were you going to say?
I'm sorry, I forgot. On you. I forgot. That's okay.
No, I stepped on you.
No, I just slipped.
Okay. So tell me something. because right now in the US, there's a movie coming out. If it's not out already, it's called The Pope's Exorcist. I've noticed that the Exorcist movie is on HBO again, home box office again. And do you know, I was a young girl when that came out. And I have to laugh because I remember what a hullabaloo that caused at the box office. I mean, the churches were trying to shut it down out of theaters. People were having these horrible reactions, couldn't stand it. And you know, I watched it for the first time last year. And when I watched it, I went, what? 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 This is mild compared to what we have right now. But I'm getting somewhere here. What are you having anything? Do you see anything? Sherry, you know, I don't like scary movies either, but every now and then I watch them, and I wanted to watch that one because it was an iconic movie. Are you having anything? Is that movie available for you over there, Anne, where you are?
I don't usually watch scary movies. I go with the TV, to be honest with you, all of you. I rarely watch movies at all. It's going to be on occasion, sitting in front of the TV, catching a movie, rather than going to the cinema. I think go twice a year. That's it. If I go twice a year. And usually I'm drawn to stuff like, I don't remember the title of the movie, but it was about, I think last time, 5-6 years ago on the cinema, right? A movie about women's right to vote in London, in England,
Oh,
in the beginning of 1900s or end of. So yeah, I do sometimes. It's not like I'm not afraid of watching them because I simply do not believe in them. The movies, because they are movies. But there are certainly sometimes things and energies that we need to be aware of. Yes, that's a different story, right?
that's a different story. The reason I'm asking this is because I have a client, a private client, who I spoke to this morning, who was telling me, because he knows that I'm into the paranormal and this sort of thing is an interest to me, um, that when he was in high school, he went to a Catholic school, and there was a Jesuit priest who his office was right. And I'm sorry, I've got a cat who's playing with my things. His office was right. Um, excuse me, just a minute. Petey, get down. Okay, sorry. His office was right across the homeroom of my client. And this priest was I guess, a consultant on the original Exorcist movie. Now, it was when he was in high school, the Exorcist movie had just been out maybe in 2-3 years, something like that. And maybe a little longer. But he said that the stories that this priest told were utterly frightening, that there definitely is something that is believably horrible, which I believe that. I don't believe that demons are around every corner. I do believe that we can attract them. But it was just an interest with me, Anne, because I think even though you and I are alike on many things and many topics, I think it's not so much that we differ. We just were available to different subjects and areas at the same time. I really got more
Yeah.
into the paranormal, and you did not do that, and that's correct, right? Yeah.
Yes. No, I did. Just to give everyone a hint here, this is kind of funny, because we both try to follow our guidance, right? And sometimes
Yes.
guidance can be very strong. I'm a little bit stubborn, right? So I can say, okay, I hear, but I don't know, maybe. And they keep showing me, right? So quite a few years ago, I had decided I wanted to work with good things, and you do too, right? But I didn't want to touch anything negative,
Yes.
right? Also because I'm quite sensitive, and I think that a lot of people are, but I think we are here to actually learn and to master. We can master, because what's the point of having a gift if you can't really um, try to manage things? I think my belief is we can manage anything, right? But to come back to the story, so I was actually shown a path for soul healing, right? It's called soul realignment, and I kept dismissing it because I said that's kind of for me like working on the other side of the street. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I really want to invite things like that. But I came to terms with things, and I also understood that, our universe contains of so many positive energies, but it's also like a polarity universe. So if there are good things, there are going to be other things that are less positive, right? That's how I try to express it very diplomatically. The diplomat here, right?
That's
And until I'm getting into the corner, then I'm not a diplomat anymore. But
that's
but anyway, so I started to dig into that, and it feels really good because we need to acknowledge we can't just slide through. Only in our world here we can see that there are very light, positive things, and there are some dark things sometimes. We need to know what to do and how to manage. It is kind of going hand in hand, and you also something I wanted not to know about. I rarely listened to the news in the past. I rarely do now too, but I have kind of opened my eyes to really see, because we live in this world. We need to know how to become a master of this world. I think that's why we came here anyway, right?
yes.
What are your
Yeah,
thoughts?
absolutely. 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 I agree with you. I don't watch television. For me to sit down and watch, now there may be something on Netflix, or there may be something, and I have my paranormal favorites because some of my friends and the paranormal are actually on Netflix doing paranormal shows. So I, of course, watch that to support them. And they're on YouTube and Facebook, and, just like the rest of us, you know, but the one thing great about this is uh okay, hold on just a minute, got to get rid of, I do
Yes.
digital. Okay, maybe.
I tried to, but I really don't.
Okay, all right,
Okay, yes.
so there we go. All right, sorry about that. So I watch them to support them. I mean, they watch me to support me, so it's hand in hand. The one
Yes.
thing about, I do know that there are some paranormal investigators out there that work, and it's all a script. It's all, it's for television. It's entertainment. It's for television. Okay, here we go. So anyway, um, it's for television. It's for, or shows. And it's one of those things that you just have to, it's for entertainment. Some of it might be real, but it might take 7, 8 days to get 15 minutes of content. The people that I know are really, they're in it for me for the right reasons. For me personally, one of the reasons that I do it is because it's part of it's part of our lives. It's in a part that's not explainable right now. It's a part
Yes.
that not
Sorry for that.
really, yeah, that it's not really something that, you can just say, oh, yeah, it's this and this and this. Oh, my gosh, here we go.
I can't seem to take them away, but maybe you can.
I don't know what's with that, but, so anyway, so I guess the idea of with me and talking about this is because, bottom line, let me get to it. I got a little distracted there and I'm sorry. But bottom line is that this is a part of our world, the creation. There are other dimensions, there are other entities, there are other things. And I think that sometimes if we just walk around like this blindly, we do need to understand how to function in this world and live simultaneously with things like this. The other thing, too, is that many times coming in and looking for, things, because I do believe that there is a balance. There's a balance. It's like the yin yang, black, white, good, evil, and it creates a balance for us. And so anyway, that's why.
How can we get rid of that? That's from YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep blocking.
Yeah.
So, if you're watching, I'm going to block you. So it's okay. You can say whatever you want. I'm just going to block you. That's the way it is. Please just move on. If you're not happy here, move on. Makes no difference. Okay? Makes no difference. Just skippity doo doll run on here. So, but anyway, that's why I wanted to bring this up, because all of a sudden it seems like there's this influx of all of this crazy stuff, all of this crazy, how do I want to say, all of this crazy evil coming in, and almost a proportion of evil, almost a, how can I say that? Acceptance, promoting. And that's one thing that we should not do. And in order to combat that, in order to fight it, we need to know what we're dealing with. That's the way it
is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to ask you about that, because I think the name is The Pope's Exorcist. I don't know if I want to see it or not, because, even though it's based on a true story, that's about as far as it's going to get. It's not a documentary, and I've heard some things about it. Whatever. So here we are. Let me see. Tell that anger her, simply disappear from YouTube. Maybe she works for Google. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know either. So why would they do that?
I don't know what that is, but thank you for that comment.
Yes.
So if it is, it is.
So I just need to I noticed something, right? It's when we talk about certain things, we tend to, because it's out there, it's kind of an instant manifestation. So we had someone here not very positive, and we can appreciate them too, but not to interfere, right? That's a no-no. Right. And it doesn't really matter who they are. We're not going to step into fear. That's not our thing.
That's
so
right.
Let them go with blessings. I bet they won't like the blessings, right?
Exactly. So very good. Very good. So very good. So, well, that's okay. Whatever. And I think that is proof positive.
Yeah.
That's attracted. So we're going to keep things positive and keep things healthy. And there we go. So all is well. All is well.
All is wonderful. Right?
All is wonderful. All is wonderful. That's right. That's right. So How are, now that we've gotten off of that and we're going to come back into the a really good stuff, how are things going? How are things? And just give me a minute because I've got a contact here in my YouTube. So, my dear Angel Ann, if you want to just say hello, I've got to respond to this.
Absolutely. So, yes, let's talk about a little bit about the world in general and what we are encountering here, right? And I think it's very vital for us to know about everything that actually goes on because we need to see the polarities. We are living in the world of polarities. And if how to explain that, it's when we have an energy, um, it's on one end, we have the positive side of it as we express and see and label as the positive side of it. And then we have the other side. So another intriguing thing is actually what may be apparently positive for someone is not going to be probably positive for someone else because of the polarity. And we are also very unique as spirits and souls, right? So we come from our own uniqueness when we are labeling things. And also, we have the layers of the ego, our upbringing, culture, everything. I call those conventions that are kind of put up on us as a layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just have a feeling that I'm sorry, I'm kind of
That's,
I get a little bit distracted too. But anyway,
no, that's okay. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let me see here. I am so sorry.
so I think that in my opinion, um, when I think I know what to talk about now because we tend to think sometimes that we do attract certain things. Yes, we do because we have the universal laws, right? The law of attraction, a lot of other things going on. But it's also sometimes if we are radiating a good vibration, that can also attract other things, right? And everyone doesn't have the very pure or nice intention when they are approaching us. So of course, there are people who think they have the right and they are above and they are just going to put in their way. But I can say something when you want to have energy drain energy from someone or you want to have attention, that's another way of a more worldly way of expressing having energy because that is what you get when you get a lot of focus and attention.
That's right.
You
That's right.
can you can do it by being over the top mean, but you can also be over the top nice, right? So you're going to
That's right.
get the same results. Sometimes being on the opposite side, being very mean, that means that you can actually get a whole lot of more attention. So
That's
usually it's a good thing just to keep on sending love and light. And
that's right.
those who are on the less positive side, usually they don't like that. That's kind of, it's like, don't hug me, don't touch me, don't do anything. Because, spirit and soul comes always from the place of pure love, unconditional love. There
That's
is
right.
no jealousy, there is no intention of being mean or no intention of doing any harm to anyone. That's how it is, right? Hi, Carol, but can't we self protect our energy and frequencies? Yes, we can. Um, for sure, we can. Okay. Um,
I got it.
yeah, thank you. So, Carol, I think that I always promote that we work on our energy. The first step to maintain in a pure place for ourselves is actually to do, I call it the spiritual hygiene on a daily basis. So that will be grounding ourselves down into the earth, connecting with our spirit guides, divine source, God, however we want to express that part, right?
Yes.
But also maintaining and practicing cord cutting and things of that nature. And this is the basis, right? So that's going to help us to maintain our own energy because the purpose is for us to be as clear as possible.
That's
And
correct.
yes, there are other methods too. So if you sometimes even the most experienced can find themselves that they have maybe being put up on certain things, someone's bad intention or someone's you call it spells or whatever. I personally do not like spells because it's I can't say the word
Right.
manipulation,
That's right.
because that's a no. And when we are practicing that, of course, that's going to come right back at us because of the
That's right.
intention. Intention
That's
is
right.
all right. So when we have a bad intention, it's going to come back. But um, once in a while, it can be good, very good, to practice deeper things. Like if you can't do it, you can do things for yourself, like when you try to do clearings on yourself. And that's maybe another topic for another day, right? Because it's a
That's
vast
right. That's
area.
right.
Or you can ask for help from someone.
That's
So,
I agree. I'm sorry, I was waving. This is my Gwen in the chat. But my friends, hang there. I think what we're going to do is start over, and you're going to get a notification, and we're going to get off of this one platform and come right back. So just hang tight, okay? Hang tight. We love you. But this is distracting with all this mess that's in the chat. If you don't mind, we're going to be right back. I'm going to end it here. We'll be right back. Love you. Okay. Bye.
bye.